Can you retire from a job after 15 years? Absolutely, but it's complicated. Let's break it down. Retirement is essentially an equation of money in versus money out. If you have enough income to cover your expenses, theoretically, you've crossed the finish line of the workforce marathon. First, there's the traditional route: pensions. Once the golden child of the American working class, these agreements provide workers with a fixed check for life, often after a set service period. Sometimes it could be 15 years or more. The key is, these are becoming as rare as landlines. I live in Portland, Oregon, and around here, if you've worked a government or certain union jobs, you might be one of the lucky few with a pension. Even then, the amount's probably not going to afford you luxury cars and frequent fine dining. It'll likely cover the basics. Second, we must talk about retirement savings: 401(k)s, IRAs, investments. If you started young, invested wisely, and were disciplined about your contributions, it's possible you've amassed a sum that can sustain your lifestyle. The trick here is, the withdrawal rate you adhere to must be sustainable. The commonly cited 4% rule is a good starting point, but even that's not foolproof. Now let's not forget Social Security. If you're in the US, this is a piece of the retirement puzzle, but you can't tap into it without penalty until at least age 62, and full benefits kick in even later. So if you're clocking out at 50 after 15 years, it's going to be a waiting game until those funds become available. There are the variables you'd need to control, such as healthcare costs, which are notoriously volatile, especially before Medicare eligibility, and other unpredicted expenses. Fidelity Investments estimates an average couple will need $295,000 after tax to cover healthcare expenses in retirement, not covered by Medicare. Lastly, your lifestyle choices will dictate the feasibility of retiring after 15 years. If you can live minimally, perhaps in a tiny home, or you've got a penchant for frugality beaten into you through years of Portland rain, then your nest egg won't have to be so substantial. In essence, retiring after 15 years hinges on a multitude of elements: diligent savings, modest living, investment success, and potentially a pension. It's not typical, but if you've played your cards right, it's within the realm of possibility. However, before you make the leap, consult with a financial advisor. They're like the GPS for your journey from the office to eternal weekends. You'd be wise not to ignore their directions.